Hello, guys, and welcome back to the Women's Changing Rooms. Hope
Welcome.
you all are well. I'm Jeanette, and this is,
And I am Vanessa.
yes, guys, step inside the Women's Changing Room where all is stripped bare. We transverse the globe to uplift and empower all of our women.
Yes.
And today, what do you have for us, Danessa?
All right. So today is Grenada's independence.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
So that's why Jeanette and I were decked off in our Grenadian colors and things from Grenada. And we'll be discussing, this podcast is going to be all about Grenada and just catching up. We have a fun game to play at the end, and we want you to
Oh, I'm
join
excited.
along.
Yes, yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay, Jeanette, are you
Oh,
ready?
I am ready.
Okay,
I'm so ready.
yeah, I am too. So guys, let's go and let us get active in the comment section if you're listening on YouTube. So you can share your thoughts and different facts about Grenada that you know that we miss out in this podcast. Okay. All right, Jeanette.
Yeah.
So what I have like the history, like a brief history of Grenada. Before I
Okay.
go on to that, I have my notes. If I'm looking down, it's because I'm reading. But Grenada on a whole, so those of you who don't know about Grenada, is the first time you're learning about Grenada. It is an island country in the West Indies, and that is in the Caribbean. All right.
Mhm.
Grenada consists of the island Grenada, as you guys know, and two smaller islands, which are, Jeanette already know this, which are what, Jeanette?
Carriacou and Petit Marty.
Yeah. And we also have several smaller islands also,
Mhm.
okay, which are not what they are inhabited, and then some are not. Okay, so like
Mm.
Calavini Island, Sandy Island, just to name a few.
Yeah.
Okay, the size of Grenada, we're very petite. We're this small dot on the map. You have to pay close attention to us. Okay, so we are 134.6 square miles. Can you believe it?
Wow. Very
We're
cool.
so small.
Very
We
cool.
know we're small, right? To us, we're big who live here, but we know we're small. But when we get down to the nitty-gritty about the size, that's when it's like, whoa, we are really small.
Wow. Oh, wow.
Uh-huh. And we have a population of, and this is based on the census from 2020, and it is 112,523 people.
Wow.
Yeah.
My God.
Small. When you hear that number,
So
it's like,
small.
ooh, yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah.
That's us. That's us, the little gem in the Caribbean. And we are also known as, besides Grenada, when we say Grenada, most of the time we bunch Carriacou and Petit Martinique with us.
Together. Yeah.
But we are known as the Isle of Spice. And then we
Yeah.
have that where everything is nice. And
Yeah.
because we have that, it's because we have production of nutmeg and maize crops. So that's what we're known for. And we call this the nutmeg black gold. That's what we
Yeah.
call it.
Ain't Grenada like the second in line after Indonesia
Yes,
of producing nutmeg to the world?
yes. It had once
Yeah.
upon a time we were in front, but yes, now we're second to Indonesia, which
Apparently their nutmeg is really potent, very strong, isn't
mm-hmm,
it?
yeah.
Compared to the Indonesian
Mm-hmm,
nutmeg.
yeah.
Yeah.
But when we compare Indonesia to us, it's like, wow,
That's right,
yeah, we're
exactly.
up there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's Grenada for you. Just a little bit about Grenada. I'm Carriacou and Petit Martinique. All right, Jeanette. What we're going on to next?
Okay, so what do we have next? What are we gonna go on to? next. Danessa, what should we go? I'm thinking, should we go on to culture first?
Sure,
Or
let's do
food?
that.
Let's go to culture.
Let's talk about our culture, as
So,
we
what
say.
is the culture? The I mean, when you like hear Grenada culture, you think
Mhm.
jab jab,
Uh-huh.
carnival.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Not so much now, but like shortly,
Mm-hmm.
more back in the day, shortly than
Yeah.
now, but they still have it, though,
It's
don't they?
still, yeah.
Yeah. What else, Danessa?
So within Carnival, you know
Mm,
that culture, yes, Janessa, the jab jab, the shotney. We also have the Veco, the
yeah.
Wild Indians, and then now more than ever the fancy mass
Mm,
section. So we have all of these things for the young and old for us to come together and celebrate. So that's carnival aspect. But in
yeah.
terms of our culture, the way of
Mm,
life, just people on a whole, what they do, we are known as
okay.
well, back in the day, we were like farmers. So people would grow crops, rear animals, because we were, well, they brought in slaves. So,
Yeah.
and we have fertile land. So
Hmm.
that's a part of our culture, still growing our crops and rearing our animals. So that's a big
Yeah.
that we have.
And a lot of like, is it cocoa production as well?
Mhm. Cocoa.
The cocoa is quite rich
Yes. So
and
cocoa
strong.
and banana. Back in the
Mm.
day, we had a lot of exports of banana
Oh
cocoa
yeah, yeah.
also.
Not so much now though, is
No.
it? It's kind
Yeah,
of died
since
down now,
after
but
Hurricane Ivan back in
yeah.
2004, yeah,
Mm.
they
Oh
mash
wow.
it up, they mash up all the stuff, and then um it is not as great as it was before. Yeah. What else in terms of culture? Our language. A lot of people think, yeah, we speak different things, but our main language is English. All right, and
Yeah.
it's British English, okay, because we were colonized by the British
Yeah.
back in
What
the
we should
day.
have done like was like the traditional like uh not traditional but like Grenadian slang.
Yeah, Creole. We speak
Yeah,
Creole.
yeah. We should have done that. You should have done some like
Oh,
words and an eye trying
maybe
see if
we
I
could do a
know.
part two
Yeah, yeah.
and do that. Yeah,
See if I know what it meant. Like I know
yeah.
it's like quite a few, but some I don't know some.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Maybe we can do a
that would have
part
been
two with that.
interesting. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and see how that goes.
Um, yeah.
Mhm.
And then with culture, I mean, is there anything more you want to say? But I mean, I suppose there's a lot more about
Yeah,
the Grenadian
there are a
culture.
lot. So
Yeah.
like if you want to pinpoint them, yeah. So like music, our music, soca,
Mm,
calypso. Yes, we dibble and dabble in a little reggae, maybe a little dance song,
yeah,
a little this, but we are known for our calypso. And then that went on to soca and then now groovy.
yeah.
So the slower music. So when it comes of culture, culture is very big.
Mm,
You can think about our food, the way people dress,
yeah.
different things. So culture is vast, I would say.
Yeah. And as you mentioned about food, because I couldn't wait for you to like. Oh, see, I think I'm getting a bit too excited by I'm mashing up my setup here. But
Oh,
yeah, as we go on to food,
uh-huh.
the national dish of
Mm.
Grenada.
Yeah, I don't know. Our national dish is, I'm having technical difficulty, guys. So if
I
I'm
think it was
glitching,
all
I'm
broken.
sorry. Yeah. What is our national dish, Jeanette?
Oh, the lovely, all that.
Ah, the lovely
I
oil down.
am, I am down.
Oil down. And it's a
You
one
know
word.
what? I say
One word.
so English, oil down.
Yeah,
That's so
oil down.
oil down. It's not oil down, it's oil down.
Exactly, oil down.
Yeah.
And
Oh
most
my God. I love it. I love it. So nice.
I do too. I love oil lamb. It's a one pot, so those of you who don't know, oil lamb is a one pot dish. And
Mhm.
it consists of a lot of things. So we have ground provision with a sweet potato, yams. We have figs also. We have dumplings,
Breadfruit.
breadfruit. That's the staple. We have a wide
Mm.
variety of meats. So you can have salt, you
Hallelujah.
can have smokerine, you can have any kind of chicken.
Mm.
Mostly people put back on it for the oil and everything to marinate. Then we have the greens. So we have callaloo. That is a must in there where you can add corn and carrots, and then
Coconut.
yeah, coconut milk, and then
Milk.
we need it to be yellow. Okay,
Mm.
yellow. So we need, some people put curry, but most Grenadians put turmeric, which is
Turmeric.
saffron.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I hope I
Oh
can
my
get
gosh,
some.
I could do with that now. Where can I go and get some?
Oh yeah, you need to make some, Jeanette.
Seriously, I feel like the weekend is like a must.
You need to
I
have
need
it
to
for
make
sure.
some. Oh gosh, yeah.
Yeah, it's so good.
But not
But
yet,
yeah, that's our food. Well, that's our national dish. So that is what it's
yeah.
really for. And all the Caribbean islands have a national dish, and that's
Yeah,
our,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Yeah, so guys, like Google it, search it up, and you'll see.
yeah,
And maybe try and make it. Let us know if you
yeah,
try to make it. I mean, it's a long process.
yeah. And it's
Yeah, but
one pot,
yeah. So you have
but
to make sure you've got a big enough pot to put everything in.
yeah,
As
a
they
big
say,
pot.
you have to pack the pot. Pack the
Pack the
pot.
pot, yeah. And please, guys, we do not stir oil down. Don't stir the oil down. Once you put all the ingredients, it will cook on
Mm,
its own. Okay, if you're cooking it inside, yes, you can put the lid on the pot. But if you're cooking it outside on the firewood to get that
mhm,
yum yum goodness, make sure you cover it with blugger leaf, or some people say fig leaf. Okay, you can do
mm.
that. Let it marinate. Okay, Jeanette, I think we need to move on because talking about, talking about this food. I
It's
need
making
to.
it. I know. Oh my gosh, that's
I'm
so funny.
salivating here.
Me too. Me
Yeah.
too.
But we have
So,
a rich culture, guys. We have a rich
mm,
culture, and the only how that you can get in it is if you come and you visit and you see what it is like and you learn about the people. One thing that people always say, Grenadians are very kind,
mm,
okay, and courteous. So that's
mm,
something that we're known for here.
yeah. And the Grenadians are very, very patriotic people. Oh
Yeah,
my God. I
yeah,
always say, like, there's this quote, and I will never forget it. Like, I don't want no love unless it's the love a Grenadian have for Grenada, because they love their
yeah.
country. I
We
swear,
do.
they fly their flag. They're like, they're just so proud,
Yeah.
very, very proud of their country and
Yes,
stuff.
we
Oh,
are.
sorry, my camera is like falling, so I don't know if
Okay,
I'm
that's
looking.
okay. Fix it. But that is so true, Jeanette, because yesterday was National Colors Day, right? And
Mm,
everybody, so that was when was that? Yesterday, Monday. Is it Monday? What day is it today? Today's the 7th.
Sunday, today's
So
Monday.
yeah, so yesterday um people were out
Sorry.
there in town going to school, going to work, and they were dressed in their national colors. So whether they have a t-shirt that it was printed and custom for it like I have
Oh,
on, or you
yeah.
have people wearing just the red, the green, the yellow, or they have the scarf or the necklace and
Mm.
the earring and everything. So yes, that is true, we're all decked out. That's usually
And it's not just in Grenada, it's like across, like, I think wherever they are
yeah,
in the world, Grenadians, or you would know like
yeah,
a Grenadian,
yeah, that's true.
because they're walking with they're walking with their flag. They're walking, they got it up in their cars.
Uh-huh.
You know, they're like, yeah, proper
Yeah.
patriotic people.
Even the buses here, like they
Mm,
would put up the flags and stuff, have the flags up in front. So yeah, we are. And I did it too when I was studying in the States. And whenever there were independence, well, especially National Colors Day, I would
mm,
always wear my t-shirts or dress up
yeah.
in my colors. So yeah.
Sorry for cutting you. Do I look wonky here? My screen. Am I
You don't,
sideways?
I'm seeing more on the right, well, my right.
Because I don't
Okay,
know,
that's good.
it may fall again.
Oh, I don't know. I
I
don't know.
don't know.
Something, I don't know what's
We
going on
just
with
have to
us.
go with it.
I have
I
glitch, you
know.
have set
We
up.
are quite rusty today. But
Yeah.
yeah, so yeah, they're very, very patriotic people, you know, and
Mhm.
they like to they come together and celebrate. I mean,
Yeah.
the ones over here as well.
Yeah.
Um, you know, any like little function that's a Grenade, they'll come, they'll support and things like that. So
Yes.
it's good. It's
Yeah,
really good.
it is wonderful. So another aspect I have is the history of Grenada. And obviously this is scratching the surface actually. So if
Hmm.
you guys want to know more about Grenada and the history, you can go online and research and all of that. So I'm just going to read here for you guys so you can get a small taste of our history. Okay, so we were first settled on the island, it was first settled by indigenous people. All right,
Hmm.
more technical difficulties.
Oh, God.
By the time of the European contract, it was inhabited by the Caribs. So the indigenous people, we had the Carib and the Arawaks, right?
Mm,
And by the time the Europeans came here to Grenada, it was occupied by only the Caribs because the Caribs had fought off the Arawaks. Okay, so on the island, when the British came, they wiped out most of the Caribs that was living here on the island, and then they established plantations on the island throughout, and eventually importing. So they took slaves from Africa and import them to the island. Okay,
mm,
to work on, mainly back then it was the sugar plantation. The others came, the cotton and the tobacco, that came after, but first it was the sugar plantation. And right now we do have some cane plantations here, which they use that to create the sugar or to make rum. So
mm.
we still have a little of that. Okay, and then going on, so we were controlled by Great Britain, as I said, and then we had mixed in there where the French and the Spanish was also trying to have us, so everybody was fighting for this small
Mm,
island. And then eventually in the end, the British won, but in 18th century, that's when the British prevailed over the French. So when it came down to the end, it was the French and the British. So that's why when you come to Grenada, most of the places in Grenada, they're French names. So like
yeah.
Petmata, that's waste of time. You know,
Mm,
we have Manjaloo, Jealous
yeah.
Mountain. So all of these, most of the places around Grenada, there are French names. And even if the British was the one who was victorious in the end for this, we kept most of the French names. So in 1795, we had Fedon Rebellion, and that was inspired by Haiti's revolution. And then we had invasions and quarrels and different things going on in that period. And then slavery was abolished in 1833, right?
Mm,
And in 1885, the island capital, which is St. George's, became the capital of the British Windward Islands. So that's where that came about. And a little bit more, after all of this thing with Britain ruling over us, Grenada achieved its independence from Britain in 1974. And Jeanette, I'm gonna give you a hint. This is one of my questions for later when we're playing our game. When
Okay.
when do we celebrate independence? You know the date and all of that. I'm sure you do. But for those of you who are listening, it's 1974. Okay.
Yeah.
And that's when we got it from our founding, well, not our founding father, our independence father, which is Eric Matthew Gary. He was the one, the prime minister at the time, and he was the one who fought for our independence. However, following our independence, we had the coup, which was done by the New Jewel movement to take over from Sir Eric Matthew Gary, and that's when we had the revolution and with Maurice Bishop, and then eventually Maurice Bishop losing his life and all of that, and then the US stepped in to make sure that there were law and order because of the revolution, so we can get back to have things running and being that independent state. I don't know why the British, I mean, yes, we just got our independence from them, but I don't know why the British didn't step in, why the American decided to. I know they say because American had war with Vietnam, right? And then that wasn't going too well, so the Americans wanted to reveal themselves and to show up, so they decided to come here and help us, to just have safe face based on what that they had going on. So there are a lot of talks about that, but still we still report to the Queen, well, no longer the Queen, the King now, but we still report from them, Governor General. We still have that body, so I don't know why they didn't step
that's strange. That's strange. Do you know, going back again, because I can't remember, but Grenada obviously wasn't originally called Grenada.
No.
Do you know the original name? I can't remember it.
Yeah. So we had a lot of names because we had the French.
I know one
we had
was
the Spanish.
Pardon? I know one was La Grenade.
La Grenade, yeah. We had Conception Isle. We had Grenada.
That's the one, yeah.
Yeah. So all of the people who was trying to get us, they gave us different names.
Different names.
And then because I don't know, well, Grenada was from the Spanish. And Grenada was close to that. And so now we're Grenada.
Grenada. Yeah. Quite interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting facts.
Yes. Interesting facts. That's what we're here for. So that's the history. Jeanette, do we have anything else that we are talking about before we go to our game?
The history. There's loads, but I don't know if we've got time. Maybe we should just...
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. I mean, if anything, we'll always go back to the history, because there is loads of history surrounding Grenada and stuff. But yeah, if you want to, maybe if we want to move on, then it's up to you.
Yeah. So we can. Oh, I just wanted to add, in terms of, if you guys know who wrote our national anthem and who created our flag, I have it. I'll just have to check my notes, but we can give that fact at the end. But if you guys know, let us know if you know, and then I'm gonna say it as
and that's another fact, that this wasn't the original flag, was it? There was one before this.
Yeah.
Oh, and actually, going with the Grenada, the national bird, the dove. What is the name of that dove?
Leptotilia.
I've never put it in your questions.
Oh no, I didn't have that one. I just wanted, so far at the end, we're gonna give the name of the people who created the flag and the thing. But yeah, I didn't put that one down. But our national, so we have national bird, national flower, just as how we have our national dish. So the national bird is a dove, but the name of it is Leptotilia will see.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the name.
But there's only a few of them now, isn't it?
Yeah,
Like there's
yeah,
not that much now.
not much. No. So you can't hunt them, otherwise you'll
Yeah.
be fined or put in jail and all of that. Yeah. Jeanette, do you
Yeah.
know a national flower?
Yes,
Yes,
it's the
tell us.
bougainvillea. The
Yeah.
bougainvillea.
Yes, that's
Pretty
true.
flowers.
Yeah, it's
Pretty.
a bougainvillea and it can be found throughout the island. So that's one of
Mm,
the most popular flower that we have here. And it can be found in different colors. We have white,
mm,
purple, a little oranges color, yellow, we have pink,
yeah.
and so on. Yeah. You ready for the game, Jeanette?
I'm ready. Yes, I am.
Yay! I'm ready for the
Okay.
game. It's a game, but it's an informative game. So Jeanette will be asking
Mm,
me questions. I will be asking Jeanette questions about Grenada, but at the end it's informative because we're just letting you guys know about Grenada. All
okay.
right? Okay. Who's starting?
Wait, hold on. Sorry.
Oh,
Did you
that's
send
good.
me the questions?
Huh?
Oh,
No,
okay.
Jeanette. Jeanette.
All right. Okay. All right.
Okay.
I should have saved the questions I asked you for the last.
And you were so excited about this.
I know. All right. I'll think of questions. Don't worry.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Okay,
Cool.
we're
So you
gonna
start.
count. We're gonna count this one that you asked me as the first one. And now it's time for me to ask you. Okay, are you ready?
Okay. Yeah.
Which is the first question, okay? But my first question. When does Grenada celebrate independence?
The 7th of February.
The
7th of February.
what year is
Oh,
the
when did it
one?
get in
Yeah.
1974?
Yay! Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Mm,
My question to you
yeah.
is, okay, so so we've got Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique.
Yeah.
Okay. Carriacou, Grenada has their carnival in August.
Uh-huh.
When is Carricou's carnival?
Caracas Carnival is actually coming up,
Mm.
and it is in February.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. So originally, our carnival was in February, just
Mm.
as Caracas. However, it switched for us to August a few years back. So and actually we're going up to Caracas to play for Caracas
Ah,
Carnival, my pan group. Yeah.
that's good.
So next week and the week after, even this Saturday, they're starting the carnival stuff. But the 17th to the 22nd is actually the main time for carnival this year in Caracas.
Mm.
Jeanette, look at you asking questions that I don't even think about. Good. All right, the next one. What are the national colors of Grenada?
Red, gold, and green.
Okay. Well, that's true the goal, but
Oh,
it's
yellow.
yellow, yeah. But
Yellow.
yeah. Yes. Red, green,
Yeah.
and yellow.
Yes.
Okay, this
Okay.
one, before you ask your question, do you know what they represent? The red, green, and yellow.
Okay. So the red is the people, or is it the yellow the people? The green is the plantation.
Mhm.
And is it the yellow the sun or
Yeah.
something?
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
So yeah, the green is the lush vegetation, plantation, all of that.
yeah.
The yellow, the sun, how hot it is, but also the warmth of the people. And the
Mm.
red is the bloodshed, and different things like that. The warmth. Yeah. So
Oh,
yay.
okay.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, so let me think.
Mm.
Oh, I've got one, but I'm just thinking, shall I ask this question?
Go ahead. Let me see if I can answer. Because I don't know a lot.
Okay, so all right, so I'll say, um, which I think anyway, each parish in Grenada is known for like something. So like Guave is known for fishing. What is St. George's known for?
It's the capital. St. George is the parish, but St. George's is the capital. And yeah, it's just the capital of the country.
I don't know, because you know what, I was thinking, so St. Guave is more like the St. Patrick's is more like Sautez is more historical part of the island.
Yeah.
So I was just, and St. David's has got no town.
Yeah.
So St. George's, like you said, is the capital.
It's the capital. Most things happening down here. We have our forts down here and everything.
What is St. Mark's then? What is St. Mark's known for?
I really don't know. I just know that they usually, when I was younger, we would always say St. Mark is the poorest parish.
Yeah, I've heard that. Yeah.
That's a fact about, just as how the others have facts, that's a fact about St. Mark. But I don't even know if they're still the poorest parish though.
But I would say, if I had to say something for St. Mark's, I would say that they're more known for the Vox, was it Vox? That
the Veco?
I don't know what Veco, that's it. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, they do have St. Mark's. St. Mark's has the food is not, it's not coming out, but it has a food fest. So you have a food festival that usually takes place in St. Mark. Just as Guam, we have Fish Friday that usually takes place there. So yes, we do have a lot. We're missing one though. Which one are we missing? St. Andrew.
St. Andrews, yeah.
So St. Andrew is known for Grenada.
It's the largest parish.
Yeah, it's the biggest parish that we have. And yeah.
So they all got something.
It's really known. So we have a lot of, so there you go. We have all these parishes in it. So which will bring me to my next question. It has, how many stars are on the flag and what does the stars represent?
Oh my God. Okay, so we've got, is it 7 stars that represent the parishes? They all represent the parish of Grenada?
Parishes, and well, we have, and what's the next one? That the big one that I'm seeing right on top of your head right now. Yeah. What does that big one represent? It represents 2 things.
Parishes in Grenada.
The small ones, but the big one represents Carriacou and Petite Martinique.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So the big one.
I knew the stars represent the parishes, but I didn't know this represents Carriacou and Petite Martinique.
Yeah, because we have 6 parishes, which are the 3 on the top and the 3 on the bottom, but the middle one. Yeah. And then we have our black gold also on our flag, which is the nutmeg. Yeah. We're almost crunch on time. Can you believe it? I don't, why do we have to be so crunch on time already?
I know. All right, so shall I ask another question?
Yeah, go ahead, you can.
Okay, so I want to know what kind of tradition, or if you could explain, because that is from back in the day, that is currently in Grenada. So like Carriacou, they have the dancing of the cake, which is quite traditional. Like when they're celebrating something, they have the dancing of the cake.
Yeah.
I know in River Sally they do like is it Salaka? So maybe you can explain about either Salaka or another tradition that they have, which is stems from like slavery time.
Back then. So dances, let's talk about dances. We have a lot of dances that actually stem from back there. So we have the maypole dance. And where we have people around this pole, we have strings and they're actually braiding the pole. Okay, and they have their dance that they do, and they have all of that. And when they finish the pole with the braided fabric that they have,
Mm.
It looks very pretty. So that's one thing that
Yeah, I've
we
seen
do.
that. So what does that really represent? Is it just something that's been sent
Something
down
that
from?
they did back
Okay.
then, and it was passed
Okay.
down to us, just as how we have the regular folk dance
Oh
also
yeah.
with the drums and the ballet and all of that.
Mm.
That was passed down because that's how they had their pastime, and when they had their celebration back then, that's
Mm.
what they did. So it was passed down to us, and that's what we do now. Actually, yeah, well, Sunday, we had an event, and which was Independence Extravaganza for St. Paul's, and we had a beautiful display of all of this. I grabbed some clips here and everywhere, so I would be uploading it on my personal channel. But like just things like that we have around Independence time, and then we educate, the younger generation who don't have a clue of
Yeah.
what is happening and all of that.
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Yep. Jeanette, who is the current Prime Minister and Governor General of Grenada?
Oh my God.
Well,
Um, okay, so the current Prime Minister is Dickon Mitchell, and the Governor General is something Lagranat, Cecile Lagranat.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm
Yeah.
so
Oh, yes.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
that's
Okay.
them. Uh-huh. You did.
Ah, I like this.
Yeah, I do too. But it's like watching the time, and it's like a time we have
I
about 3 minutes,
know.
or maybe we
Oh,
may have
wow.
to go longer if we want. But then the
Yeah.
next question I had was, what is the name of the founding father? And I mentioned it. Do you know? Do you
Sir
remember?
Eric Matthew Gary.
Yeah. Yeah. I hope you guys are playing along with us.
Yeah, guys,
Yeah.
please play along with us. This is fun.
Yeah. Do you have any more questions?
Okay, so my question is, oh God. Oh my God.
That's okay. While you think, let me
While I
ask
think,
this.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah. Do
yeah.
do your thing while I think.
Okay. So what is the motto? The motto of Grenada. Okay.
Okay, that I don't know.
Okay. So the motto of
The Isle
Grenada,
of Spice?
huh?
The Isle of Spice where everything's nice?
That was our tagline back then, but now it's
Oh,
pure
okay.
Grenada.
Oh,
So I
it
have
needs to
it
be
here on
Isle of
my
Spice.
t-shirt. So we aspire, build, and advance as one people. So that's our motto.
Oh, lovely. I like that.
Yeah,
That's nice.
that's our motto.
I still can't think of
That's
anything
okay.
of substance.
Yeah, I only have two more actually.
Okay.
Yeah. What is our area code for Grenada? Area code.
473
Yeah,
average trend.
473. That's Grenada for you. You always see that 473. Yeah.
Yeah, 473 and we're trending. Yeah.
Yeah. Where we going for Grenada? The plans for Grenada? I don't even know. We're going Grenada.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. What is that? Oh, the coat of arms. We have a coat of arms, yes.
Yes.
What are some things that can be found on the coat of arms?
You've got a armadillo
Yes.
and a tiger or lion? Not a
The
tiger.
lion. We have a lion. We have two
You've got the
lions head.
bird, the national bird.
The national bird. Yeah.
Yeah.
We have vegetation. So
Oh, okay.
we have our bougainvillea, our national flower.
Ah.
It has a lot of things. What else do we have? We have water, because we have a lot of bodies of water here. Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Oh, well, I mean, this is not a thingy, like a question. It's just a more personal question. Do you go sky? Have you done diving to see
Yes.
the underwater? Have you seen the underwater sculpture?
Yes, I have.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It must be a really good experience, like seeing
Yeah,
that underwater sculpture and things like
yeah.
that.
It was. I enjoyed it. However,
Mm.
some of it has fallen down now. The
Oh,
last time I visited, but we were known as the first having the first underwater sculpture here.
all
So
right.
yeah, it was a good accomplishment
Yeah. How long does it take to like,
to
is
me.
it deep? No, to go down like into the,
I
is
don't
it
know.
deep? Really deep?
I really don't know how long it took them.
Okay. No,
I
I mean, no, to dive down, I
to
mean.
dive. Oh, it's short. Like if you're a diver, less than a minute. It's right there. It's right
Oh,
up.
it's right there, right there.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's right up the coast of Martinique. So it's like right
Mm.
there. You don't have to think. And if you don't want to dive, you can actually, oh my gosh, I'm glitching so much. If you don't want to dive, you can actually just use your scuba diving gear and
Oh,
sit
yeah.
on the top and just watch them there. It's a
Oh, good.
yeah.
Oh, very good.
So, to end, Jeanette, this
Mhm.
wonderful experience of sharing about Grenada,
Yeah.
I have the two things that I said. So the person who composed, I'm just gonna keep my
Oh,
camera.
yeah.
So the person who composed our national anthem, Hail Grenada, is Ivor Baptiste Blackett, and she is Ivra. So she passed away recently. So she was
Oh, wow. Okay.
she's the one who composed that for us. And the
Mm.
person who drew, oh my, I'm just gonna keep this off. Um can you hear me?
I can hear you perfect. Yeah.
So just a quick thing about our national flag. So the colors red, green, and yellow, these
Mhm.
are a part of the Pan-African continent, not continent, but colors. So,
Mm.
if you look at some of the Pan-African continent,
Yeah.
find these colors. So that's
Yeah.
where our color ideas came from.
Okay.
And this was actually from Anthony C. George. And he was from Subi, St. Andrews, and he's the
Oh,
one
wow.
who created our flag.
Mm.
Yes, that's
Very
what.
interesting. Very good.
Mhm.
Some really interesting facts that we shared with you all. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you would like to know more facts, I mean, I'm no expert, but Danessa is living in Grenada. She's a
Yeah,
Grenadian, so she could provide you with any information that you would like to know.
yeah,
So yeah, comment on like let us know in the comment section below, and we'll be happy to do part 2 series of this. I think it's really good to know about your culture, where you're from, and the history really
mhm,
of your family. You like if you're Grenadian or your family or whatever, it's
mhm,
really good to know the history of the country. No matter what Caribbean country or African country you're from,
mhm,
it's always good to know
for sure.
facts and information about where you're from.
Mhm. Yeah.
So yeah.
Yes, guys. And I apologize for my glitching and all of the things that I have going on my end. But yeah, thank you so much for your support. We love you guys.
Hmm.
Continue viewing us, and hopefully we'll continue making great content for you guys.
Yes. So until next time, everyone, we will see you next week. Stay blessed, stay great, and have a nice week ahead. Take care.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.